Morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're tuning in from. I'm your host, TJ. Welcome to the Long Game. This channel is about long-term trading, higher time frame thinking, and staying patient in a market that rewards discipline. Let's go into this week's market perspective. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. I'm your host, TJ, and welcome to the Long Game. Today I'll be going over dollar yen. Dollar yen. So, as you know, I am a long-term trader, position swing trader. So, we're going to be looking at this from a longer time period, time frame standpoint. So we're on the monthly chart right now, and I see that right now price has been going in these ways. I'm on the monthly chart for a while since it's been going up in this uptrend. It started 2012. Good God! You see it's had its long dip, took a dip back in May of 20 or May of July 2016. Another dip and around the same area in February of 21. And as you can see, it's just been up in a, just kind of a staggering rally since then. It looked like it's going sideways right now on this is the monthly. It's like it's been in this sideways pattern since around December of 2023. So off the bat, of course, we're going to want it to come out of this sideways pattern here that it's been doing for a little over 2 years now. So, but of course, I'm going to mark it up. So I do see this here. As you know, I have all my stuff color coded. So we're going to the monthly, and I'm going to mark up this monthly trend here. All right, I see that it's hit this area here. One part of the trend line, one, and that was back in, let's see when that went back in. Back in September, October of 2012, then again here around October, November of 2020, it hit this area here, back in this, on this trend line, right? So we know it's still on the overall, on a long-term basis right now, we would see that it is in a upward pattern. But what is it going to do in a shorter time frame? We don't know. Right now, I see it is going side to side. It's in this big area here, going side to side. So I get excited when I see consolidation because I know what consolidation is ramping up to go somewhere. Either we're going to have it go back down, ping pong, and then go up, or it could break out of this and continue up. But as of right now, we're just going to mark up my what we see so far. So right now we see it's going in sideways pattern, right? I'm going to put, okay, here we go. One of my channels on here. This is I do weekly, monthly, and I'm going to mark this up here. Mark up this channel here that I see. And that's my indicator that, hey, prices, when I drop down to my lower time frames, prices in this little sideways motion here. We got the top of the box, bottom of the box, which I look like it's come down to, I see 1, 2, 3 times it's hit this bottom of this box. So I would suspect, if it comes back down here again, it's a possibility it could break through and continue down to test somewhere, maybe, let's see, we'll mark this right here around this area here, this area, or it could come back around this area here. We don't know yet. We're gonna test it out and see. We're gonna have some patience and see what happens. But right now we're gonna get trying to get it, our bias here. So one bias that we can have, price can continue in this channel, going side to side. Who knows? I mean, this is on the monthly time frame. So we're looking at from the top of this box, the top to the bottom, that's almost 1,800 pips. That's a lot. That's good pips. You know what I mean? That's good. Can't go wrong with that. You drop down to the lower time frame, catch it at the top of the box, write it down, or catch it at the bottom of the box, write it up, as long as it's it doesn't look like it's going to break through, right? That's easy. All right. So right now that's one bias, right? Let's put this in. Let's say bias number one. Do this. Let me. Price could continue in this monthly consolidation. That's bias number one. All right, let's see. Bias number two. Based off of this, price could go down. Like I said, it can break out of this consolidation here and go down. And one area that I would probably run it to is, let's see, you can come down to this area here, this resistance here around the 128 area, which is probably the most likely. Or it could come back down here. It could come back down to this area here around the 117 area. Let's see, bias number two, to the higher case. Number two, this could break out to the low, and retest 128 area, or break even lower, 17. That's bias number two, right? And this could take days, weeks, months to play out. We don't know. But this is the long game. And we wait for the longer moves, the longer, bigger moves, right? So option number three, or bias number three, we could, it could break out to the upside. We have a breakout. I would be looking for a retest of some area close to this and then continue up, right? That's bias number three. Which isn't, it don't look like that's happening right now, just based off what I see from this monthly candle. That don't look like that's happening, but you never know. Bias number three, price could break rating. Would it be? I don't know. Let's see if this would be creating a new high. Yes, it would be. It would be. I'm just looking back. It's never been up this high. Creating a new high, forming new support resistance areas. Because this is, if it breaks out, it's going to be an uncharted territory, which we're already in uncharted territory. When price broke out from this area here, let me use a different color. We're going to do this. I'm going to change it to a different color so you'll know. Change it to orange. Okay, so from this area here around 125.82, price broke out of that. The last high around this area and started creating new highs. So it broke out around April of 22. And we see here it went up for months and came down and retested this area that it broke out of. We have this retest here. So it broke out in April 22. It didn't retest until November of 22. Wow. But that's a long rally up, you know? So let's see. The patience that for this, let's see. It hit an all high, and that was, it was my thing. Well, let me do this again. When it caught this up, that's around, look at that, 3,100 pips, almost 3,200 pips. That's incredible. That is an incredible run there. But you got to have the patience to wait for it to play out. So price could very likely come back to this area again. It could do another tap of this area within this whole area here. You know, one big area here. And I'm going to actually put a box on this because this is what I would like to see for it to continue to go up. This area around here, I can see it coming back down to this area, testing this area somewhere over in over here, testing trend line and possibly going back up. That's a strong possibility of that. That could take, like I said, weeks, months, years, you know, but that would be a strong move when it comes down there and holds this area, I believe. Now price comes back down here and breaks out. I mean, like I said, we can have it going back down to this area 117, possibly even lower back down to test this area here around what, 100. Do I see it happen? That it's a possibility with the way that the dollar is right now. If you've been keeping up with the news and what's going on in the economy, we know that the dollar has not had a lot of strength lately. In fact, the last time I checked, it had dropped by about, I believe, like 11, 12 points itself. The strength of the dollar has had dropped. So it's a possibility, if this weakness continues on, right? That is a strong possibility. So we have our three biases right now, because right now, the best move right now, if you're in the market right now and you see this and it's going sideways on the monthly, you drop down, you see that it's rejecting this area up here, right? You might even go down further. It's rejecting this area. It's already broke out of this shorter this daily uptrend here. Let's see, kind of got that. I'm gonna clean that up. Hold on. Put this on my daily. Yeah, it's not the best one. I see that, but I also see. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. Around here. So you see prices already kind of broken out of this one here. And we've dropped down to the daily where we now, for anybody that's just tuning in, this black line here and this black line here, we're in a monthly consolidation zone. So the top is the top of the monthly consolidation. This is the bottom, and prices has hit the top of this monthly consolidation zone. That's like running into a brick wall right now, because it's holding up. It's been holding up for a while, this consolidation, and it's a possibility it could be going back down to the bottom. So for those that want to get this movement, we already went in and measured this price from the top of this box to the bottom is around 1,800 pips. So as we can see, price is broken out of this uptrend. It looked like it's coming back up to test this uptrend, this area that it broke out. So where will we could possibly be testing that from a shorter standpoint? Now, what I showed you earlier was for a longer standpoint that could take weeks, months, but right now, even possibly years for that to form out, because that was from a monthly standpoint. But from a daily standpoint, you can be catching this trade here. What was I about to do? Oh, looking for support and resistance area. So it could come back up and test this area here. It could test this area here. Even if you want to put the fibs on this, let's see. Where are our fib? And then let's see where it could possibly come to. Ooh. So you have your 6.618 area, 50% mark around in this area here, which is very close to this support and resistance area here. And I do see a little one right here, right in here. So right in that, anybody that knows, that's right in the heart of the golden zone right here, right? And I'll even put a box here. Let me put the box highlighting that this is in the area of the golden zone. And I'm going to make that yellow. This is the golden zone here. So between the areas around, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so to kind of fit into that. So around 155 to about 157, this is your golden zone area. And I'm going to even take this off. Right here we have the golden zone, and I'm going to label this. So since price has broken out from this daily downtrend and it's going back up to retesting, I'm looking for a retest somewhere up in this golden zone. So what I need price to do here, come up, piddle around, show that is losing momentum up here, and look for my entry to go back down. That's a strong possibility. That's a strong trade right there. And that could happen within the next few days when the market opens back up. That's why I'll be betting my money on that. Which I already know that the dollar is weak. As of right now, the dollar is weak. So yeah, I can see that happening. This is one that I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on, that I can hold this trade for a couple of days, maybe a week or so, and make some good money off of that. Yeah. Now, where would I be taking it to? Honestly, I would probably, given that I know that the dollar is weak, my first TP would probably be around this area here, around the middle. And let me make this orange, and this is around the middle of, let me see, TP1, we around like 149 area. So this is the middle of the box. And if I wanted to hold it longer, TP2, or we can do it even like this. We can do this is about what, 75% around this area here. If it breaks out of here around this area, this could be TP2. Oh, I put 1, 2. Around 146 area, and then TP3 could be somewhere near the bottom of my box around 140, 141 area, right? But I'm definitely going to highlight this one. I see a great play happening, good moves, so that's where I'm at with that. So we're going to see how this plays out. And actually, let me write this up. So when we come back to this in a while, yeah. And I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to change this to blue so I know. All right. So from a daily standpoint, this is my daily viewpoint. We'll do this. All right. So price has hit and rejected. Ooh, the showing over here. I just realized this. Okay, there you go. Monthly consolidation zone. Zone, right? That's one thing that I see happen. It's rejected that. Do this. Also broken in the daily uptrend. My daily trend line. And not type. Broken my daily trend line. I see that has happened. We see this with this long candle out. That broke out. So right now, what I'm waiting for price to do is waiting for retest, either in or near my golden zone that I marked up with my fib. Golden zone to continue down. TP1. So I have marked up my TP1. So TP1 is let's see, around what, 149 area, give or take. 2, around 146 area, give or take. TP3, bottom of monthly consolidation. And I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, bottom consolidation zone. Which is, what's that around? Let's say like Rook, okay, like 141 area, give or take, right? Remember, these are all areas, nothing is precise, give or take. That's what I am. Okay, there you go. I'm about to say, let me make this a little bit, that's better, bit darker, yes, there we go. So what I've covered is I got from my daily standpoint here, prices hit the top of my monthly consolidation zone, is broken out from my daily uptrend, and I see that price is coming back up to testing around in my golden zone somewhere to continue down. And it's from a monthly standpoint, a daily standpoint. Monthly standpoint, price is still in this consolidation zone. Very much so. I'm going to put this up here. In this consolidation zone going side to side. It's been in this area since around, what's around? Like 2023, summer of 2020. The top of this box is around, this is a false breakout here. So we'll say around 158 area. Bottom is around 140 area, give or take. So we're overall on a longer standpoint, we're waiting for price to break out of this consolidation zone. But until then, we're going to ride this consolidation zone because it's going side to side, and it's about 1,800 pip area within this monthly consolidation zone. That's good. That's good eating right there. That's good pips. So that's what we're waiting for price to do. So we're going to come back in some time and check out what price has done. But as of right now, that's on my list for shorter term swing trading. That is on my list right now. So I hope you guys have a great trading week. Have a great rest of your Sunday. That's all that I have for today. All that I have, right? So with that, that's it for the week. Nothing to force, nothing to rush. If the setup comes, great. Great. If it comes. If not, that's part of the process. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a great day.